Namaste and welcome to Special Musical Dreams. Today I am going to talk about the topic counseling, which is a very sensitive topic, yet it's very important in the field of special education. And to talk more about in this topic, I am having with me Mrs. Sumitra Manoharan, the Vice President of Maithree, and she will be telling us all about her experiences, about the experiences she had in the field of special education with the early intervention centers as well as in Maithree. Welcome, ma'am, to Special Musical Dreams. Tell me something about yourself.
I have two children actually. Two are boys, and second child was born, and he was also developing normally. So when he was, 1 or 2 months, and then the third month, he noticed that his development was slow. He was not, turning around. Not 8 month, I was little worried about his development. Then we started going to the doctors. Then people guided us to different doctors. First, with starting with pediatrician to neurologist, it ended. When it went to neurologist, they told me that he has, developmental delay, and some training has to be given. Then they referred us to two schools. At that time, there were not much schools. I'm talking about in. 91. He was born in 89, and it took time, to accept that he had difficulty. So because the doctors also was not very sure he had difficulty, so they said he'll do it and thing. He was also like then he turned around, then he crawled, everything he did late. Okay. So they were giving time. So when he was around 1.5 like almost 2, so that time only one doctor told me, no, he has development delay, so you have to hurry up and take him to a training center. So we went to Spastic Society of India at that time. Now it's Vidyasagar. Then we went to Madhur Narayanan Center. It's an early intervention center. Yeah. Vidyasagar. They were catering for all age group, but Madhur Narayanan Center was catering to only children from birth to 6 years. Yeah. So then also it was. I felt it was little easier for me to go to that center because the mothers were there, and they were given training to train their children. So it just started like that. So I started taking my son there. Okay. From there my journey started. Because I got married very early. My son was first son was born when I was 21. Okay. Then my second son was born in 22, and second son was born in 25. Okay. So we don't know, and there was not much of awareness at that time. Exactly. So now the awareness is, I just really, it's amazing, but it's good. But still, there's more awareness needed. But I'm talking about is in city. Yeah. More it is needed in the villages. Yes. And so still it has to be done. Everybody undergo when they hear the child has got difficulty. They will really undergo a very, very difficult time. It will be a terrible emotional breakdown. I lost 12 kg in 3 months at that time without doing anything, because it was such an emotional shock for me and shock for the family. My husband was very upset. I was upset. I could not reconcile with anything. But one thing is there in this is everybody will undergo this shock. Everybody will undergo that emotional thing breakdown. Yeah. But how fast are you going to come back? That is resilience. Yeah. Come back to that stage of that original your identity. Also, yeah. Take up this problem, but find a solution for it. Yeah. And then easy for you to come out of it. Yeah. So that is what I tell people. That is where this counseling is needed. One thing, I always, as experience, I still feel that's the right thing, but I don't know how people will take it. because when you are at home with any difficulty, when you face at home, you think you are the only one person in this whole world has got this difficulty or problem, and why God has given me such a big difficulty, why me?
Why?
That is the starting thing you feel, and then you feel that you are the alone and nobody to help you, nobody is like you who's suffering, you are the one who's suffering. That only kills you.
Yeah.
So once when I entered the early intervention center, I saw so many of the people, mothers, having more difficulty with so many other problems. This is the main problem. Maybe the child with the developmental delay is the main difficulty, but there are financial problem. There are husbands, versus husband leaving them and going because the child is with a special needs or some problem at home, so many things. So these, if you compare your problem with their problem, then your problem becomes very small. But it's very funny. You might think, why this person is talking like this? But the truth is, human mind is always think that if your problem, there is one story also about this. Somebody was going on crying to God that my difficulty, why you gave me this. Then the God told them that okay, you are finding it very difficult, I'll take you to one place. He took her to one place, or her or him. Then on the table there were so many problems lying. With each people has laid it down. So you now put your problem, take some other problem. Then they went on seeing this. Their problem was very small. Then they took back their problem and went back home again. So that is the counseling I got.